Good evening, folks. A quick one, but so apt to everything we've been discussing vis-a-vis law in this entire last 2 years of videos. This just come to me out of nowhere. Nobody sent it me, it just arrived. So I took that as, oh my goodness, this might be good. So here we go. Now, I've spoke before about the dangers of being a free man or sovereign citizen. This is why the Bible is clear that you haven't claimed sovereignty, because in doing so, you might run the risk of claiming sovereignty from the Heavenly Father. Okay, then you really are on your own. However, the way the state takes this, or the crown, is that it itself is sovereign with our consent, which means any sovereign man-made entity has to have subjects. So if you're going in claiming to be sovereign, what are you being sovereign of? The state, and claiming to have your own subjects? In which case you are then a competitor to the crown. Yeah? So this is where they go apeshit with the free man. Oh, free man of the land, sovereign citizens, blah, blah, blah. I've experienced it. You've all probably experienced it. It's because you've misunderstood the term sovereignty and now you're using it. Now, so, you don't want to be claiming to be sovereign of the state and here I've got my own gang, chief. Yeah, your competition then, you're in trouble, yeah? However, if you're claiming to be man as derived from the Heavenly Father, then you're claiming sovereignty from the state because you are subject only to the Heavenly Father. Can you see the importance and how you really have to be careful with this running around on the sovereign citizen garbage, okay? So that's that just put to bed. Now, throughout all this, we've been discussing how, in general terms, you can be going about your own business and you have an intrusion. It could be police, let's say, okay? So there's an intrusion and they then have to get you to contract with them, okay? We've gone through that. Once you contract, then they're doing business, okay? Because they're going to manipulate the situation in order they can send you down a process where you're going to go to court and you're going to get fined or some kind of penalty, which is going to satisfy the crown because it's going to generate some value to itself off your initial trust. So we've been through all that, okay? We've got that concept in mind. Now, I want you to consider the term. It's a Roman term, agnomination. Okay? This is the key to every bit of the mystery as to what is going on with these people, what the police are doing, what the civil servants are doing, what the judges and court officers are doing, and prison officers, right up to the crown. Okay? The word again, Roman term, agnomination. Okay. So important, this. I said to you, come out of nowhere, this is unreal. You're going to like this. Right. So we're going to Webster's 1828 dictionary, okay, for the definition of agnomination. And it says, additional name or title, a name added to another as expressed of some act or achievement, right? So as you can see there, it's the addition of a name or a title added to another. So you've got your given name, which is your Christian name, your name under God, okay? And then there as we understand, they're adding something to that, aren't they? Yeah. Of course, the surname. Now, interestingly, England is so guilty of this as opposed to Scotland in its essence, and that Scotland always used the term Mac to denote son of. So the additional name in Scottish law was to present you as being the son of your father and your father's given name, yeah? Now in England, the agnomination came basically from your trade. So Smith, blacksmith, Cooper, you with me? So how the additional or agnomination was created in England was more based on your trade. and or in a lot of cases your achievements. Okay, so we can see the term agnomination in play. So if you go to Rome, why it's a Roman term, of course, because you had, so Julius, shitfaggot, Maximus, complete nutcase, Job, those are all agnominations. Yeah, I mean, even Julius in essence is of the Julius clan, but you can see what I'm saying. So this is why there's no surnames in the Bible, but in Rome they're not surnames, they're agnominations. Yeah, Super Maximus, Titfaggot, that kind of addition to their exalted titles, as it were. And of course, the hoity-toities do that in abundance, do they not? They like to give themselves these hubris, massive titles because it makes them feel good. So, where am I? So, agnomination, additional name or title, a name added to another as expression of some act or achievement. So that pretty much bags England. As we said, Scotland used the term son of, but it's still an agnomination. Now, if we go to Bouvier 1856 and look up the term additions, okay, it says, can be claimed by none, but can be assumed by anyone. Assumption, presumption, you getting this? So we'll do that again. So the definition of agnomination is, and that's from Webster's 1828, additional name or title. And then we go to Bouvier's 1856 and we look up addition, and it says, can be claimed by none, yeah, but can be assumed by anyone. Can you see this game here? Can you see it? Are you starting to see the picture? So this is what they're playing at, these word wizards. This is their little shindig. Okay? This is what they sit there, oh, fantastic, are we clever? No, you're not clever. You know the secrets, and we don't. How can we possibly hope to win, or at least bring things back to balance? We can't. So, very naughty. There's no honour in that, gentlemen. That is absolutely outrageous. Anyway. So, assumed by anyone but claimed by none. You see what I'm saying when I keep saying you have not to claim to be the title that has a surname agnominated to your given name. Okay, let's continue. Right. So let's look at the term addition. We've seen what it is, to be claimed by none but can be assumed by anyone. And then we go into allusion or alluding. Okay, so for allusion we're going back to Webster's 1828, right? Because that's what's happening, isn't it? To add this agnomination, it's alluding to something. So here we go. Of one word to another by sound. So this is the spoken word, yeah? Of one word to another by sound. Addition of an alluded word becomes a surname. Yeah? So I'll give you that just again, because I've just messed that up slightly because I didn't comma that. Of one word to another by sound. Addition of an alluded word. Right? So that's basically the description. That becomes a surname. Actually, I should have separated that as my next comment. So do you get that? Just run through that again because I cocked that up for you, sorry. So we have addition, and now from Webster's again we have the term alluded. Yeah? And alluded is, an allusion is of one word to another by sound. The addition of an alluded word. Okay? It also goes on to say, a reference to something not explicitly mentioned. A hint, a suggestion by which something is applied or understood to belong to that which is not mentioned. By means of some similitude which is perceived between them. Yeah? So it's again a reference to something that's not explicitly mentioned. Yeah? This trickery. This is the wizardry. This is the spell they play upon you with the use of language and definitions that you don't know. Okay, so I'll read that again. Allusion of one word to another by sound. Addition of an alluded word. Okay? A reference to something not explicitly mentioned. A hint, a suggestion by which something is applied or understood to belong to that which is not mentioned. So there's no facts in here. It's allusion. Yeah? By means of some similitude or similarity which is perceived between them. So your secondary trust, the birth certificate, attaches to your given name a surname, and then it becomes similar, expected that they go together, because that's what you're programmed from being a child to accept as yourself. Do you get what I'm saying there? Do you get that? That is just unreal. So, now we look at allude. We're back still to Webster's, okay? And that's Webster's 1856. Allude. Just listen to this. Right, take this in. Allude. To smile upon or make sport of. Add or ludo, to play. Okay. Now you see why they're acts. This is why they're all acts, for fuck's sake. What day are we on? Saturday, we're alright. I'm born on a Saturday, so it's got to be a good day. And if I decide I can swear on a Saturday, I can swear on a Saturday. Let no person say otherwise. Anyway. So let me just do this again. So allude. Okay? So I've done allusion. I was alluded, sorry, and now we're doing allude. It says, to smile upon or make sport of, add or ludo, to play. It continues. To refer to something not directly mentioned. To have reference, to hint at by remote suggestions, as that story alludes to a recent transaction. Yeah, so you're back to intrusion, contract. Once you've got it, it's a transaction. It's business is in play. Do you get this, chaps? Are you getting this? And then, of course, you go to court. The act continues to conclusion. Because if you don't rebuff this agnomination that's added to that that's not specifically mentioned, yeah, bank account's going down, yeah, your labour is going to be attached to some kind of work or a prison or something. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire key to the wizardry that is the Law Society. And with that, I will say, till the next time, or tomorrow, live stream Sunday.